Have the Bitcoin maxis finally come to terms with the fact that they were wrong about Ripple and XRP? I'm going to show you something shocking in this movie that will show you that even the biggest doubters of Ripple and XRP are no longer against them. Guys, those of us in the XRP community saw something very different from the rest of the cryptocurrency world for a long time. Also, this is a way to use these cryptocurrencies and networks of cryptocurrencies. Ripple is one of the few cryptocurrency companies that is actually using cryptocurrency to solve problems in the world. And those of us in the XRP group saw that a long time ago. We knew that these use cases would lead to the widespread adoption of these brand new technologies, which would cause the banking system to change the way it works. People thought we were crazy for a long time because we believed these things were possible. The Bitcoin maximalists, who were some of the biggest doubters, kept saying that this was just a pipe dream that would never come true. Guys, I think we're seeing these people change their minds right now. They're now saying, we were right the whole time. I want to show you a couple of movies in this video that really show we've had this from the start, along with the Bitcoin maxi give up along the way. As always, you loved this station and helped me a lot. Thank you to everyone who liked the movies and signed up for the channel. These two easy things help me a lot. Please let me know if you find a better place to buy XRP. You can find my best strange uphold down in the video's description. So let's get right to it, and I hope you guys enjoy what's coming up. Right off the bat, though, I want to say that we are very close to having 100,000 users. Never in a million years thought I'd have 100 YouTube followers. That's pretty strange. Wow, this channel has come a long way. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who has helped it grow. It's amazing that we've been able to build this group and stick together through all of the crazy times in the cryptocurrency world, and many of you and I have grown so much along the way. As always, I want to thank all of you for being here with me and going on this trip with me. Thanks for everything you've done to make this station bigger, guys. Without all of you, I wouldn't be here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has truly changed my life. In this movie, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done for me. Thanks for the help, and I hope I can repay the favor by giving you this information. Thanks again, guys, and let's get right to the film. Guys, as I said at the beginning, I think we're seeing the Bitcoin maximalists give up completely right now. Since XRP's rise at the start of the year, we saw this happen quite often. A lot of these people said, well, we still don't like XRP, but it might go up to $10 to $20. Okay, I agree that XRP is bad, but it will reach 10 to 0 cents to $20, 0 cents. Okay, I really do believe that. Things are getting a little worse now that we're watching them. Those who use Bitcoin are starting to see its value for the first time ever. We've seen it since the beginning. Anyway, I find this very funny because anyone who has really thought about how these tools will be used has always seen this coming. I mean, Ripple has been saying it straight out, and anyone with a little common sense could see how badly our current financial system works and know that Ripple has a good chance of changing it with the XRP Ledger's digital asset and cryptocurrency network. Now, for some reason, these Bitcoin superpowers haven't been able to see it for a long time. From my point of view, it's because many Bitcoiners don't have experience with traditional markets or banking systems. They must have come from the OG developer group, right? They were all hackers. Coders are very smart and have a lot of skills I don't have. However, they can get stuck on the smaller, more specific details and lose sight of the bigger, more overall picture. I believe that many of these early adopters in the Bitcoin world were too focused on the here and now to see the bigger picture. They were so focused on the small group of people who were buying these cryptocurrencies as investments that they didn't see how important these networks would be to the whole financial system. The whole Bitcoin market was focused on getting regular people to use their coins, but Ripple had a bigger picture in mind. These people knew that these networks were going to be very important to the whole banking system, and the biggest banks in the world were going to need these networks for cryptocurrencies. Guys, this is the first time we've ever seen Bitcoiners get it. They talk about this honestly on their own podcast, which I want to show you in a video. When I saw this movie for the first time, I was shocked in two ways. One, you can see that they are starting to understand how useful XRP is and what Ripple is doing with these cash companies. That being said, make sure you watch the whole movie because they are still having a hard time with one important thing. At the end of the video, I'll show you why they are wrong about this one thing. Guys, don't leave this video just because you've seen it before. Move on. You can watch the whole movie or just the parts you haven't seen yet, but make sure you watch until the end because I want to show you that these guys are almost there, but are still missing one important piece. That being said, I find it pretty funny. Okay, pay attention to this. What was the biggest crypto deal that happened today? The Ripple Ninja Trader 1 is one of them. Please excuse me. The price of Kraken Ninja Trader 1 was $1.05. The price of Hidden Road just went up for 1.25. What does that mean? It means it's the second biggest. Yes, especially the one with Ripple. Yes, Swirl. This is an interesting one. For those who don't know, Markash started Hidden Road in 2018, was a manager at, what is it? Who is that guy? SAC Capital 72, run from 72, set up the store in a global location like the Netherlands or the UK. I think they are organized and based in the BVI. Thanks, Nick Carter. I believe they helped them. In 2018, they won the first round. To put it simply, they are an institutional prime brokerage company. They clear and finance things. Every year, they clear more than $3 trillion across markets. It's not just crypto. In fact, they began as an FX company and then grew into crypto. 300 big clients, including Win, Mute, and Virtue, trade on them. And they are a huge clearinghouse. They don't do any prop trade in-house, I guess. Very much like what they say, like conflict-free and high-tech. My friend and I met one of the owners of this amazing company the other day, and yes, they do clear things like FX stocks, commodities, digital assets, cryptocurrencies, fixed income, cross-mention, and their skills across all of those huge firms. Ripple just paid $1,250,000,000, 0 cents to buy them. When Bra made the decision to buy that genius, Ripple was not very much like Intel, okay? How should I say this in a nice way? It seems like a good idea to use XRP as a transfer currency for small businesses, okay? That was never going to work, that's clear. It's not possible to use an object that changes value a lot as a clearing currency. But Ripple, Brad, David, and the rest of the team made this silly idea come true by using XRP as a clearing currency. By promoting this idea for years, they were able to get the price of the token to go up. They are now using that money to build a huge war bank and turn Ripple into a real business. They will it to come true. I'm going to give them the most credit for this because this is what all foundations should do. I would say that Sergey at Chainlink is the other guy who came up with this plan, yes. Sergey became a trend, turned a meme coin into a war chest of capital, into a company with hundreds of employees and 8-figure deals with L1S and L2S. I know there's a fake it until you make it mentality in every industry, and there's a fine line between what's real and what's fake. But yeah, Hidden Road is a real business, and this is the pitch for inversion. Literally build a war chest of capital and then buy real businesses. Like, this is brilliant. Brad, I don't care what people say about Ripple any longer. Brad Garleyhouse is a totally great boss. He may be remembered as one of the best champions in general, not just in crypto. But really think about what we say. A year ago, I would have been down on Ripple like crazy. These words make me think